everybody. Welcome back to Drama City. Such drama.
No drama anymore.
Let's
Dead
bring
body.
y'all over here. As you walk up into the next floor,
Oh shit.
you find yourselves. Carlos, we'll just imagine you're downstairs for the next couple of minutes.
I can't see shit.
We'll just
you don't
imagine
have-
Kenneth downstairs
Hang
still.
on. I have to give you sight.
Okay.
Has sight. Do you see now?
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't give your character of Fexus sight. You walk up into the next level. The room is illuminated by the two lamps on the wall, but also there's a pool in the center of the room, which is it's got very clear water, although there's no source of clean water. Like, it's not a fountain, there's no water coming up from anywhere. It's just a still pool. At the bottom of the pool is a very large green glyph, which is kind of crackling with electricity under the water. There's a single desk in the corner with all sorts of oddments, a couple of books, some parchment, and a dwarf in front of it. The dwarf is wearing like very similar clothing to the strange woman that you met downstairs and the goblin that you met on the first floor, who had the purple kind of hood and robes. This dwarf looks relatively old. He's got an almost completely grey beard. The rest of it is very light brown. His eyes are completely white, though they seem to be sort of crackling a little bit with this similar kind of electricity to the glyph in the water. But he's leaning back fairly casually on this desk. You see him hand a pouch of gold to a larger figure. How does strings look, Jay?
Be a tall dragonborn, black as night, with green eyes. Like a breastplate with kind of half of like a talaba thrown over, which would be kind of like what Raja has, and a broken harp on his back, spear, and a large shield accompanying it.
The three of you like head up into the room as you see the dwarf hand over this pouch of gold to the dragonborn. Fexus says to you, Strings, right, there you go. Job well done.
Thank you.
He places a vial which seems to have some like strange bubbling liquid in it on the desk. He just kind of puts it down casually, not carefully, and puts it on one side, and then crosses his arms and says, "Hey, you want a new job,
Well, sure.
Right.
What is it?
Well, look at that over there." And then those three head up the stairs. He says, "I think one of this lot here has got a box for me." He kind of nods over to the rest of you group and says, "Is that right?"
In this.
Aye, that's the wee little boxy there.
And
You're a tricky one to find, Fexus.
Fexus says, "Come on then. What is it, Rasha? That's your name, right?"
That's me.
Aye.
Brought you this. I don't want to know what's in it.
Oh, yous want to know what's in it. Trust me, worthless. He, if you head over and hand the box to him, he takes it, grabs the lock, pulls out a huge set of keys, and then just grabs one, unlocks the lock, throws the padlock, opens it up, and pulls out a red orb, like a ball. And he says, "That there, you know what that is?" He hands it back to you.
Are you handing me the orb?
Yep.
I can't say that I do. I'm not putting my hands up to take it. I'm just looking at it. The thing's already almost gotten me killed once. I'd just as much rather you hang on to it.
Aye, and I'm interested to hear your story, but you know what this does? Absolutely nothing. And he just puts it on the desk.
so, what's the job? Do I kill them? Is that what I must do?
No, not too sure you'd be able to kill this lot by yourself.
neither.
Like to see you try.
No,
I wouldn't want to.
I'd rather not see him try. I already killed enough
aye.
things today.
I'd rather not see him try either. I think I need all of yous to band together. I've got a new job for you. Your job's not finished there, wee Raja.
Aye. Before we get into that, do you have any idea why Princess Neothraxis, I always mess up her name, why she would want that orb? Because she sent some henchmen to retrieve it, and we left their corpses rotting in the desert.
Oh, aye, yeah, of course. That there stone's designed to draw out. And it died. It worked.
Why?
Wait, you see that there armor she was wearing? She thinks that's the summoning stone. Draws on the power of Titan. Powers her up. Gives her the strength of a god.
Wait, who's her? You mean the princess herself?
Aye.
This gets even more interesting. Where's Carlias and Kenneth?
Carlias walks up the stairs.
I'll glance back and then just glance back to what the conversation is. I don't think anything would be amiss right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too suspicious either. How long were they down there compared to like this conversation we've just been having? Like, was there a noticeable pause?
I would say, yeah, it was like he was there for too long. It's like it took him a long time to come up the stairs, and there's no Kenneth.
Took you long enough. Where's Kenneth?
There was business that had to be sorted out.
So, but where's Kenneth?
He pulls out the bounty.
What's that? Is that my bounty? Is that,
No.
did you?
It's a bounty on Kenneth.
On Kenneth?
Listen, right now, I feel like it's more important we get whatever it is with this box sorted out. I will happily tell you all the details later.
Okay, so I'm definitely backing away because he has a bounty. It's not mine, but Kenneth isn't coming up.
I walk over to Raja. Here's your gun.
It's warm.
Yeah.
You can tell me the details later. I don't really care. Vexus, what do you want us to do with the orb?
He kind of brushes you aside a little bit and goes, wee dwarfy, is it? Where are you from there, wee laddie?
Is he talking to Carlias or me?
He's locked in on Carlias.
Do you remember, Brad? I know it's up north.
You're from, you actually have you should have a map in your everyone.
Thank God I'm not the only one that forgot where they were
it's
from.
cool. It's cool.
I forget the names.
You have a map in your handout if you ever need to just quickly reference it for the record, everyone. You're from Oak Roost. North.
Oak Roost?
Oak Roost in the northwest.
From Oak Roost.
Oak Roost, is it? Oh, country folk, farmer.
Bounty hunter.
Oh, I can see that from your wee little pistol there. Hey, I bet that packs a punch, doesn't it?
Does what it needs to do.
You killed that wizard, did you? Right here, in the tower.
He had it coming.
Aye, I'm sure he did, but you best hope he don't come back for you. Most that die in here, oh, they don't go away.
Like to see him try.
Aye, if he can get out, he'll find you, wee laddie. He'll find you. You can run all the way back to Oak Roost. He'll get you. Oh, aye, he'll get you. Fexus turns back to you, Raja, and says, do you know the story of Empress Fira Leothraxis?
Maybe?
Everyone kind of knows the story. I mean, depending on what story he's talking about, but there is one relatively famous story about her. She's the mother of the current emperor, and around 100 years ago, it said that she was sort of involved in the fall of magic, and that it was something that was that came out of Dread Tusk. Like, everyone knows that she went to Dread Tusk which is just this huge shrine, old ancient shrine in Dustvale. And then mysteriously there was this fall of magic, and she came back, gave birth, and then died. And everyone was like, hey, that's linked. And some people think that she was involved, and some people think that everyone's crazy. But you probably just know the rumors as opposed to like any fact or any true story. I think on a 13 you just would feel the same. That would go for everyone else here as well. You're kind of aware of a story to do with the Leothraxis family being involved in the fall of magic for the entirety of Lacrin.
Right. So what was his question again?
Do you know the story?
I know the general parts of it, unless you want to refresh my memory.
I will. The true story. And he sort of leans back on his desk. She loved a god, not like that one, pointing over at Arden. No, she loved a god. Yeah, and that's what provided us with our very odd-looking emperor we have today. Do you know he's the son of Bane himself, the Lord of Darkness, the Black Hand?
I've heard this same tale before that you speak
Tricked,
of, but
she was, or so I've been told. Tricked by Bane into striking out at another god. The most surprising thing of all, of course, is that 100 years ago, Emperor Fira actually managed to draw blood. But not without help. No, she had help from a few different sources. A stone, and he rolls the stone across the table. The power of Titan inside a big old summoning stone, inside an impressive piece of workmanship. The armor of eternal ending. You've seen it, haven't you?
I take it you don't buy into the whole those rumors were started by their political opponents theory?
Ha! You don't understand anything, Raja. No, this place, this is where they met. The Empress, the wizards, they came here, and they all set off to Dreadtusk together, and they almost had Goddess Mistra on her knees. And it was right here in this room that they met. And he kind of looks around. This is the whole tower is so boring. There's not even a tapestry on the wall in any of these places. It's a very bland looking tower. Doesn't look like it's that important at all. The only thing that does stand out is it is very old, but even some of the buildings in town are probably 100 years old. 100 years isn't a huge amount of time. He sort of turns around, and with like a flourish of his arms, you see the glyph light up the room a little more, and he says, the mother of all magic, struck down by her most devoted followers, the casters themselves. And it was right here that it begun, with a little stone and a big old set of armor. Now, what do you think? You think it was true? You think I'm telling the truth? You think the wizards had that sort of power?
I think a lot of it was fake news, that they were just making up stories about their leader because they didn't agree with his policies.
Ha! You sound like the old emperor himself.
But with that said, I've seen crazier stuff, so it's not impossible.
Well, there's one thing you can't deny. The armor. She wears it. It's strong, and it moves. Too fluid to be iron. There's something up with that.
Do you recognize these at all? I'm gonna open up my journal and show him the drawing and sketches that I made of the woman in the desert with the black leather, like the robes and whatnot that we encountered, and just show him that. Does this look familiar at all?
Aye, that's it. The armor of eternal ending. There's if you drew it pretty well, right? It's of the woman in the cool looking armor. There's a recess in the chest that is kind of like the Iron Man hole. It would look like kind of thing. There's just a hole there that would fit something. You would be able to lodge something half in, half out, around the size of the orb on the desk. And he says, "That there, you've drawn it. You know what you put in there? The summoning stone, the real one, not this phony piece of shite." And he rolls the ball again. "But she doesn't know it. I know yous were all sent for a reason. They didn't send any big high-ups from Sin River. No," he picks up the ball. This is gonna draw out. Aye. And if you're up to the task, I'd like to see you draw out again."
Draw out the Titan?
No.
Or draw out the assassins?
Yous don't want to be messing with the Titan. What, you drew out the Titan?
Oh, did you not hear about that part?
Wait.
Talk to this one, and I'll point at Carlias.
We had a conversation.
Yous had a conversation. Oh, you're pulling my leg. A story for a story, is it?
No,
I don't
I'll
tell
hold up the
stories.
I'll hold up the notebook and point at her and say, "She called out the Titan and sicked it on us like an attack dog."
She called it the Titan. But she can. Without the stone. He picks up the fake summoning stone and says, "Oh, wait a minute." He stands one way, puts the stone down, closes his eyes, and casts some sort of magic on the stone. "No. Oh, I thought she'd given you the wrong one. Oh, I thought it was the real one. I almost threw it across the room when you handed it to me as a show. Oh. Anyway. Right, so, she's got power, is it? Interesting indeed. Perhaps the armor retains some power, is it? Not sure. Well, you saw him." He looks at you, Carlias. "The Titan."
Pick me up with his hand.
Then how the fuck are you alive?
He spoke to me.
I spoke to you, is
Asked
it?
me a couple of questions.
Yeah, where's your favourite place to go? What's your favourite breakfast? Something like that.
If I knew about the stone. And then he mentioned my surname,
Oh, what's your surname there, Carlias?
Drex.
Never heard of it.
Well, for some reason, Titan has.
Well, this doesn't make a whit of sense. But I think we're on the right track. What do you say to it? He holds up the stone again. Draw out. If you can get that armor off her, that'll be good.
The last time we drew her out, she kept her distance and fled when we killed her henchman. What else could we do to motivate her to come closer?
Well, she needs to get these off you somehow.
All right. Supposing I'm able to draw her out again, how does it benefit us?
Yeah. You like gold?
How
Doesn't
much?
hurt.
Gems?
What's
I
the
like
pay?
gems.
The dwarf looks back and says, "Well, you probably report to someone high up, a lot richer than me. Crimson City, I say." Essentially implying that someone with a lot more money than he has.
And we'd have to go to the city.
Hey, take her out alive if you can, but get the armor, take it to Crimson City, straight to the palace.
And
So you're suggesting then that we bait out the princess, steal her clothes, and then go to the capital city with those clothes? And we're not going to be immediately executed?
Absolutely not.
well, what's the pay like? How bad could it be?
I'm guessing the pay's
How
land.
bad could who cares?
Men,
Who
women.
cares what it pays if we show up at the capital city with the emperor's daughter's clothing? They're just going to have us killed immediately.
Ah, Vexus, that's why you brought me along, isn't it?
It's
Yeah, that's why. That's why I got
No.
you involved.
No.
They need some help.
Well, I can get you in if you need.
Look,
Get
if we're
us-
gonna
Get us in where? What? I'm
To the city.
What exactly
To
do you
the
want us to
Crimson
do
City.
once we get there?
You'll have to report to not the Emperor. It's not the Emperor himself that wants his own king dead. Aye?
right.
Right.
look,
He doesn't. He
Texas-
doesn't want the stone, the armor, for himself.
So who am I bringing the armor to?
Not the Emperor directly. That's for sure.
Is there pay up front?
Pay up front. What do you think? I'm made
how
of money. You want a house? You get you a house. You want lands? What do you want? A business? You want?
Texas, I have something that I want.
Wait, who
And
are
I'm a
you?
little alarmed that I spoke up that much.
He like
so I
looks.
kind of shrink.
He looks
Yeah,
over.
Raja's just gonna give her this look like, did I ask you? what do you want?
He looks over as if he hadn't seen you at all there. He like, who are you? Wait a minute, you're not on my list. Who are you?
Yeah, my name is Lash, and I'm
Lash.
from Shallow Scar,
Lash from
and
Scar.
I have a bounty
the
on my
Kenku.
head.
You're supposed to be dead. That's why you're not on my wee list, eh?
I'm not. Yeah,
Hold off on that.
Slippery one. Aye, I get it.
Little one, where did you say you were from?
Shallow Scar.
Oh,
Hey, the wee Kenku. He nudges you. Kenku is Shallow Scar. It used to be lots of them. Now there's one.
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, well, if you want our help, I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah, you want my help? What do
Yeah.
you want? What do you want? You want to look like a human? I can make you look like a human.
You can do that?
Aye. Yes.
You can.
Oh, it's a painful procedure. It take a while.
What? Let's do that.
You sure?
Yes.
Hold on now. No rash decisions.
Well, But then-
no lash decisions.
but then no.
Huh?
But then no one will know who I am, and then they can't come after me.
Aye, that's true. Maybe. Depends whose body you take. I'm gonna need you to go out, find someone, bring him to me, unconscious if you can. If you kill him, they have to get to me within an hour. Bring him up, and we'll take it from there, okay?
Oh. I don't think. Yeah.
What's the
The
matter?
meta is pulsing right now.
I don't.
yeah. Right. Oh, there's someone downstairs.
I think we just better get the
Um,
bounty off my head.
Well, Fexus,
I
if
can
they
do
don't,
that.
if they don't take the job, then I will.
Aye, it's gonna take more than one of you. I think she'd eat you alive there, wee man.
I can
Um,
call some people up.
She's got a pack of ninjas, she calls them. It's a
I have
stupid
old
name.
friends.
Yes.
Trains them
Well,
out
She has
somewhere.
slightly less.
You four, if you need to get into the Crimson City, then I can get you through safely.
Aye, I'll get you in.
Not sure about the Kenku, but we can make arrangements.
I didn't
right?
even know she was in my own room. I'm sure she can get in.
She's proven herself quite good at staying out of sight. Just take the stone, draw her out, take the armor. Why am I going to Crimson City with the armor? Who's it for?
We have to take it to the Emperor. That's what
Oh,
he's saying.
yeah, I don't
It's
know what you're
not
talking about
next-
there, mate.
Or not
Not
the Emperor.
Not
yeah,
the
that's
Emperor,
right.
yes.
Aye,
Emperor.
that's
Yes.
right.
Um,
Last thing I need is the dragoons after me. The dragoons are the private military.
and you can, and you pointing at Jay's character, and you can get us into the Crimson City to see not the Emperor without a problem.
Yes, I can take you there to see not the Emperor. That's why it's the Emperor. I can take you to see the Emperor. Or at least get you to someone who can.
All right. I'll do it.
Still gotta get that bounty off my head.
I'll do it, but I have a question for you, Fexus.
Aye.
Have you ever seen this? And I'm going to show him the drawing of the wraith in the desert.
Let me get a dice.
The Wraith.
Aye, it's that thing. that's eating up little places, right?
The ghost that's been swallowing towns whole.
Aye, you had
I'm
someone,
looking for it.
someone come to me before about it. Oh, what was his name? Shagan Sklanga, Brangan Shaga.
Sagan Shara.
Sagan Shara. Aye,
You've seen the old druid.
aye.
How long ago?
Few days, week.
A regular person's week or a wizard week?
He looks around the room. There's nothing to discern time in here.
Yeah, right.
And he just says, aye.
Yeah. So what did you learn from him then? Tell me everything you know on that, and I'll deliver your armor.
Came in babbling and crazed, asking about something holding a lamp. Ate up an entire town. Showed me a picture not too different to that one. Said it was called the Wraith. Said I'm supposed to know all about it. I'm a necromancer, he says. I should know all about demonic dark things like this. I said I wouldn't know such a thing, sir. Please, I'll show you the door. And I showed him the wee door. You know what I say about druids? Unsanctioned magic goes against the Emperor, and I won't stand for it. Not here in my arcane tower, and not here in Windy Peaks.
Isn't necromancy unsanctioned magic? Vexus?
All magic is unsanctioned unless you have the right papers, you understand. Since you're here, you mind if I practice a summoning ritual if yous wouldn't mind helping him out?
Practice?
No, I
You
don't
have
want to
that
fight
doesn't
demons.
so you
Vexus.
have certification from the city to practice necromancy.
Yeah, I've got certification from not the Emperor.
Right. I definitely believe you and don't need to see it.
Vexus, the last summoning thing that you did, you killed 3 of the acolytes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna be in here for that.
That was the Balgura, not me. I didn't kill him.
Right. Well, your actions caused them to die.
Well,
so...
no, my actions summoned the Balgura, and the Balgura caused them to die.
Right.
Semantics,
okay.
we
Well,
might.
Yes, that's semantics. You can argue them all you want, but you still got them killed. It wouldn't have been there if you didn't summon it.
He turns to one side and says, "Listen, you're all here. I'm gonna give you some gold. How about I double it and give you a little something extra on top if you help me out? I'll need you to keep a creature in check. I can't fight it myself, but if you fight it for me, I'll give you something. I'm sure you'll
What's
have
the
fun."
pay?
Well, these lads here and this one.
Before we take on a new job, Shaw said you'd have the other half of our delivery fee,
Aye.
which was 50 per person.
Pulls out a big bag of gold from inside a drawer in the desk. There you go. Brings out another one, pushes it across the table, which has an extra 50 in it to account for strings. He says, "You can have that one." And
Is Kenneth's share here as well?
Kenneth's share is there.
Okay.
He says,
Still don't know how to roleplay that.
"You can have that one, and you can have this extra one, and a little something extra, and a little something extra on top of that. You just help me out with a little something, eh? Or you
All right,
say,
well, what's the pay?
Little
What's the
something
amount?
that you can't handle?
You know me, Vexus. I need an amount.
He pours it out. It would be, let's see, so 50, 100, 250 in this bag. The one that includes your pay, not the one that includes theirs.
Right, I'm sold.
Yeah. He's looking around the
Huh?
room. Everyone?
I'm
Are we
in.
getting an even amount?
Well-
If you can grab it fast enough.
It's just another 50 per person, is what you're saying, right? Mathematically.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Fuck it.
Yeah, why not? So you don't know anything about my wraith, but you did see the old druid. Do you happen to know which way he went when he left?
Puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "There's only one place they go after this. Dread Tusk itself."
Alright.
He looks towards the stairs on the other side of the room and says, "Go on in. Head up them there stairs. And, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine."
How can we be so sure?
Well, look at that wee little pistol on your hip. That's how we mine.
Wait. Where's this creature of yours?
Top there, man.
Let's just go kill the thing.
Top
Roger
floor.
starts walking towards the stairs.
Top floor. Those stairs always lead to the top floor. Oh, almost always, but always lead to the top floor. Yeah, you'll be fine. Heading up.
Yeah, I guess.
Go.
As we're heading up, I'm babbling to you guys like, well, if we did find a body, I mean, if somebody was dying and then they didn't need their body, and then we could just take the body and we could bring it
I'm
back
sure
in.
you don't want to be the body that's downstairs.
No.
You
Speaking
killed
of which, I would like to know why you killed our ally in the middle of a job.
Hold on, one moment.
Yeah, wait.
Am I about to party up with you, but you just slayed a teammate down the floor below?
I
Absolutely
did
not.
say I would tell you all the details later.
That'll be a goddamn
do you
good
want-
story.
It is now
Do you
later.
want me to tell you right now?
I love a good story. What's it
Our-
about?
Our conversation with Fexus is over. Now it's time for ours. Why'd you kill the old man? Was it over
'Cause
a bounty?
he killed his
Oh.
three grandkids.
He what?
Ever since we got on that train, I've been following him, keeping my eyes on him. Waiting
did
for
what?
his disguise to crack. Did you not hear him going on about trying to find his grandkids?
Yeah.
I heard it.
This was a long time ago. But he murdered them. Murder doesn't even cut it. He slaughtered them. And I had to go and see what that thing did.
Just as long as you got paid in the process.
No. I ain't in it for the gold. There are some bounties I'll take for the gold, but this one, I had to get revenge for them.
Speaking of bounties for gold, you're not gonna try and kill me for my bounty, are you?
Ooh, what's
Here's
your
the
bounty?
thing. And Lash, I said I would help you get rid of yours. He killed 3 little innocents. Yours is barely a petty theft. I believe that everyone is owed forgiveness.
It's a bit more than just a petty theft. Just saying.
It can be sorted out.
Wow, you're a rambunctious bunch, aren't you? Full of death,
I'm-
murder, mystery.
I'm starting to get quite used to it.
Lovely. Well, I won't murder you if you don't murder me.
It's a good place to start,
All right.
I suppose.
Good a place as any.
There's
And
a
yeah,
good
if
place.
we,
That's
I
so
mean, if
D&D. That's so
we happen to
D&D.
find a body.
Let's murder the thing at the top of the stairs. Not murder each other. And just be careful we don't get bounties put on our heads.
Good plan.
Nudge Carlas. How much is her bounty?
It's less than
I
what's
shoot
in
him.
this bag.
I shoot him an eye shot, just like, don't even try it.
Right. Good call.
Arden's still kind of in shock at all this. Can I roll an insight check as Carlisle is saying all this? I'm gonna insight check him to see if.
Sure. What are you trying to do?
I'd like to believe that I bonded a little bit with Carlisle over the Ickham thing,
Mm-hmm.
and Carlisle has always been a straight shooter, but nonetheless, he just gunned down one of our people. So I'm a little.
Yeah, give me an insight
Worried.
check.
Gun down a kind individual.
Dude, you
Kind
didn't
old
let me.
man.
You didn't let me drive the train, so you know what? You had -5 already.
Seems like he is generally telling the truth, that he's speaking from the heart. But you can never be too sure. He does fail.
I'll just stay a little distant, but I want to believe him.
Sure. You're heading up.
Yeah. I guess I'll be the first one to go up.
First one
As
to go up.
Raj is about to go up, I kind of nudge him on the shoulder.
Oh, I was gonna say as
There we go,
Carlisle
he's dead now.
I was gonna say Raj is hanging back, waiting to just catch Carlias.
I run up the
So-
stairs fast.
So like, I'm like shooing the other three, shooing the other 3 up the
Hey,
stairs first, and then looking at.
don't murder each other while we're going up. And walk over.
Try not to. And then as soon as the three of them are like halfway up the stairs, I'm gonna like both hands on Carlias' shoulders and look right at him and say, "Tell me next time if you're going to murder one of our crew."
You have my word. Why do you think I gave you your gun back fully loaded?
It'd be rude not to.
That. But it's also a sign of trust. You see, you could have very well pulled that on me. Point blank. I had that trust in you. And you have to have trust in me. I've told you all the details. And I know you may want to help Lash. I'm willing to help that.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I've got bigger things to worry about right now than a petty bounty on a bird. I'm hunting a monster that eats towns whole. Exactly what you could choose to go about doing with whomever. So be it. In the end, it doesn't matter much. Just don't kill any more of our teammates while we're on the job, yeah? Kill them
No one else here has got a reason.
Kill them between jobs, yeah. Let's go kill this thing.
Yeah,
I'll
my
start
word.
walking up the stairs.
Cool.
Hold on.
You invisible for a reason? Did I miss something?
When did I vanish?
I didn't know if you had suddenly gained the invisibility spell. I just missed something. I was like, oh, this ranger has invisibility as a bonus action because.
Yeah, as a bonus. No, wait. How long have I been invisible? I must have missed
30 seconds.
Oh,
I mean, just there.
you're missing all my gestures. I was like staring at the camera.
I mean, in all fairness, the new ranger can do everything.
It is,
so.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is just part of the ranger's thing. Yeah, you can do it on.
They're
his
just
movement
permanently
turn.
invisible, level 2.
So you guys,
I don't get that till level 12.
Yeah, probably do.
you guys head up
Not
the
in plain
stairs
sight advanced.
into the stepping into the what is the top floor of the tower. There isn't another set of stairs that goes up, so it does seem like it is the top floor.
I found it.
Just
I
have
found
to
the problem, guys.
Oh,
Make sure
nice.
make sure you head to the scroll shop and buy the scroll of invisibility so that you can use it appropriately at some point.
Also, Pt.2, why did you have a small bear in your room? Jesus.
Sorry, they attack the wildlands.
Was that a
of Canada.
cat?
It's a Canadian bear.
That bear's a
Jesus.
Canadian
Even
cat.
even the bears are small and friendly
Yeah.
and weak-willed. Sorry,
As
Canada.
they come up,
Um,
glad you didn't murder each other. Hmm.
We saved the murder for this part.
everyone steps up through into the room. There's an enormous summoning circle on the ground which begins to light up, and then three more prominently, 3 red symbols which actually produce like a column of light up to the ceiling. Downstairs.
I'm gonna stand over here.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
let's-
gonna move
Feel free to play.
outside of the circle.
You've got about 30 seconds to arrange yourselves because downstairs Fexus begins to chant. He's like down there like Atendreo Ios Aden Sin
should-
Concendrium Adanda Ios, and then he stops for a minute and goes, "Oh wait, no, I think that was wrong. Oopsies," and then looks up at the ceiling. Go on.
While he's doing all that,
Yeah.
before the monster gets in here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna point at strings and say, "What do? You stab things, burn things."
I stab things, I sing, I can kill. Well,
Okay.
I would say Strings looks pretty battle hardened, right?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like there's like scars across the armor, like small patches where it's been repaired. The spear is worn down, and like you can see the shield is like deflected, like many a blow. Like there's just gouges through it that have been sealed with small pieces of tar and
Okay.
metal patches,
Right.
scars on his face and shit. So yeah,
All right. You, me in the front. Lash, Carlias. Shoot anything that moves.
Hmm.
Arden, don't let anyone die.
and stay out of way of the breath. You don't want to get in that.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. You don't want to get in the way in the breath. If Fexus had summoned the very simple thing he was trying to summon, unfortunately, in front
I
of
meant
you,
mine.
oh, the air shivers.
Human Titan.
The air shivers
again.
in
Oh,
front
shit.
of where you guys are stood. At the center of the room, there's a final glyph. Summoning circle lights up in white, and the Air sort of shivers at the center of the circle as if a magical door is opening, and stepping through it is a giant demon, sort of a hulking 8-foot tall orangutan-looking kind of beast with huge tusks jutting forth from its jaw. It moves sort of apishly, steps through, and then looks about and instantly goes. I guess the scientific term would be ape shit, as a Balgura has been summoned.
Again.
He's really good at this spell.
He keeps fucking up. Can I get some initiatives from everyone, please?
Let's go.
Let's see here, Balgura. Where are you?
Yeah, combat on the first fucking thing with the new character. Oh fuck yeah, bud.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah,
man,
bud.
dude. Wait, so
Yep.
if Strings dies in this combat,
Then it's Bobby the backup bard.
Yeah, it immediately becomes Bobby the backup bard. Well, Strings is the backup bard, so you get
Yeah, I technically am a backup bard.
I can't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Old Man River. I can't remember what his name is. He's very old.
Who?
The backup.
Oh.
oh, I thought you meant Kenneth. I don't remember his name. I was like, wow, that went quick.
No, there is a backup. I just haven't imported him yet. I'll remember what it's called later on.
So I-
Spit on my monitor so much.
I don't know why it's not rolling a thing here, Balgura, please.
I click on my character and I'm trying to drag the initiative over. What am I doing wrong?
Oh,
Okay.
click your character and then just
Yeah.
click the initiative on your character sheet. Yeah, and you just click it. And it'll
Click
it'll
the word
scroll on
initiative on your character sheet.
Okay, roll.
Oh, you did it. You got the
Initiative
six.
already, but it.
over. Beautiful.
Yeah, there you go. You're on
So I
there.
just re-rolled it. Okay, that's fine.
You on there.
Same place, same place.
Same
Thank you.
as the Balgura. What is your dexterity number? The total number?
My
bigger.
dex is 17.
The larger number. 17.
Yep.
So you go before. Okay, so you guys all get to react before the Balgura does. As it steps through this enormous beast. Raja, what do you want to do?
I think Carlias is first.
Carlias is first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. Sorry, I didn't even see Carlias at the top. I'm dumb. Go on in. I'm dumb.
Yeah, gonna try and go for headshot.
Headshot. A gunshot fires towards this thing as it's sort of stepping out. It turns to you, and the bullet launches across its head and then hits the ceiling. It ricochets down and harmlessly fires past the Balgura. It lets out a terrible roar, but you do not hit it. Anything else?
Nope. That's all.
Cool. Raja.
I am going to move into melee range and hack at this thing with my Tolwa.
Well, alrighty.
Try and lop off a leg or two.
Try and
Or
lob off
three.
one of its enormous legs. With a 9,
I have a 25.
you have a 25. You do?
Yes, any creature that has not yet acted in this combat cycle, I have advantage on.
Of course you do. You're also invisible, remember?
Yes.
Also, my Tulwar cast magic missile.
I should have said great weapon strike for the extra 10 damage, but I didn't
My
say that.
Tolwar cast knocked Tenchi out.
you bring the Tolar across this thing's enormous leg and open up a wound in it. It bleeds like a deep crimson. It looks kind of like normal blood, and you do like full damage to it. It doesn't seem to have any weird resistances or anything like that from your weapon. What is it? 14
I just rolled max possible damage.
max damage.
Oh
Of
my
course you
God.
bloody did. Motherfucker.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Ensnaring Strike and tack that onto the swing, which is basically vines and roots come up out of the ground and wrap around this guy and try to hold him still as the sword passes through, which is a difficulty save of 13.
Strength or dex?
Strength.
Strength. Let's see here. 13. What does he have to beat? Sorry.
He has to beat a 13.
Oh, makes it, breaks it. So yeah, these vines like wrap around its leg, and for a moment you're like, yes, I've got him, like the Pokemon, and then psh, you see them snap as its huge leg with a cut on it or not snaps the vines and rips free of them. You almost had him, but not quite. Anything
That's
else?
that.
That's that. Strings, first time doing anything. in combat.
Okay.
Now, I've positioned myself out of the way of your breath. You'll notice the 90-degree angle. It's intentional.
Are you saying that to the DM or to the player?
Saying that to Jay.
I'm guessing to Jay.
just
He's going to
going
maneuver
to,
himself behind Raja.
Forward and attack with a spear.
Attack with the spear.
Right? Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You good? I can't remember what bards do either. I played a
I
bard
can't
forever.
fucking remember either.
12? Any bullshit on that?
Nope. No bullshit on that. No.
You launch forward with the spear and go to jab it at the enormous form. You do kind of hit it, but you hit like a tough, like a tougher outer rough patch of exposed skin that you hit it, and if this were an orangutan or an ape or something, you assume it would cut through. But this thing is like a demonic fiend ape, and it kind of like passes off a bit without leaving much more than a vague scratch. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Lash and going to inspire her. This inspiration is a badass one as well.
Yeah.
You can use it for fucking everything. I'm gonna look at Lash and go. I started reading a book about anti-gravity, and I couldn't put it down.
Did you just...
Inspiring.
Yes, I did. I can't play until the heart is repaired one day.
Everyone else
D6?
isn't inspired, but Lash, that was very inspiring for you. You gained a bardic inspiration, but it's a Valor one, yeah.
Yeah. So you can use that for anything. It's not just ability
Any
checks.
roll.
You can use it for damage. You can use it for your
Oh,
AC
sweet.
as well.
A
You
bard-
use it for
well,
damage?
You can use it for damage, and you can use it on a reaction to up your AC in that one.
So yeah, remember that presumably Tuesday you have fuck all idea what a bardic inspiration is, just off the top of it.
Yeah, I don't.
So
but,
you get
if
yeah.
I can add to my damage. I
sorry.
like that.
You have like a bonus dice that you can roll whenever you do something that is either an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll. You can roll an extra d6. Is it still a d6?
It's a D6 for me, yeah.
And
Sweet.
you can add that to one of the rolls. Let me know if you're going to use it.
Sure.
And yeah,
You can
so
do that once.
You can do it.
once.
You've got one of them,
Yeah.
and you've got 10 minutes in which you can use it. So you don't have to use it on the next turn. You can wait
Awesome.
for 10 minutes.
And you can roll your first die first and then decide. So like if you roll your
Yeah.
attack and you see you got an 11, you can say, oh well, now I'm gonna add my other extra up to
Okay,
6
cool.
to it.
So you don't have to call it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
So yeah, if you're confused, just be like, "Shall I use it?" And we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're good.
Oh, I
Awesome.
guess I should have moved up.
This is what bards do. Bards do all
That's
these
where I am as well. Right.
inspiring
Awesome.
things. And that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Arden.
I'm gonna roll up next to Raja, and I'm gonna whisper over to him as I pull out my sword and shield, and I go,
You say, don't let anybody die. Kenneth doesn't count against that for me, right?
Neither does this thing. Kill it.
Okay.
and I swing at him.
Okay, yeah, give me an attack roll. That is a hit. 5 slash damage. You sort of bring your battle axe across this thing, and just there's another wound that opens up along this thing's back.
And
Yep.
in typical needy Arden fashion, I'm gonna use my third War Priest ability to take another attack. And because I just really like messing with you, Brad, I'm gonna use my one Channel Divinity for the day to add 10 to the attack roll.
Sure. So it turns that into an 18, which makes it a hit. Does adding a channel divinity do anything for you, or is it? Does it
Adds
look
plus
like
10
anything?
to one of my attacks.
I just
but
mean,
only
do you
get to use it once
you feel like you're slipping one, and you're like, "Oh, praise be to Tom," and then suddenly a rock appears in front of you, and you're able to stabilize yourself and hit it, or
Yeah.
or is it like, does it look like anything? Or is it praise?
Knowing him, he probably just starts fumbling the weapon and then just
And then somehow he grips it and just buries the axe into the
Look a little
back
sheepish
of this
about it.
huge beast, opening up another wound in it. The creature like turns to you and lets out another terrible roar, but it continues to stand, a towering figure in front of you. Lash.
I'm gonna aim for one of his eyes with my short bow.
Vanderbar.
Does it hit?
That is not a hit. You fire up at this enormous thing, seemingly impossible to miss it, and then the arrow just launches above its head. It just ducks down. You see one of its hairs on its head like split in two, and the arrow just launches to the back of the room there. You want to do anything else?
Yeah, I think I should bonus action like crouchy hide.
Yes, you can attempt to hide. Although, where are you going to attempt to hide? There's
Very good point.
There's like nothing
I'm
here.
just really hard to see against these walls.
It's also like
there's
extremely hard.
nowhere to hide.
It's extremely hard to hide against something you've already kind of
After you
engaged with.
hit, yeah.
But like I give you the benefit of the doubt sometimes. But in
Yeah,
this
there's
in this
nowhere to
room, it's
hide in here.
pretty tough.
I'm like standing
Doesn't that
under a
make it
light too.
disadvantage? On your roll? If you've
Does
already
what?
engaged them, doesn't that give a disadvantage on the roll?
I think the rule is that you generally can't hide if you've already engaged with a thing. But
Yeah.
I'm a fan of like, you know, if you can justify whatever
If you can
bullshit
find
you're
a place,
telling me,
yeah.
then sure. So
That's
yeah,
my
but
turn.
at this point you're stood underneath a light.
Yeah.
There's also like 5 other
In a
things
round
giving
room.
off light in this room, and there's nothing to hide behind really. So unless you run down the stairs and
Yeah, no
then
thanks.
just eject yourself from the combat, then
No,
yeah,
I'm good.
you're probably unable
No
to really
disengaging
hide.
here.
In this situation, being an assassin or whatever you are is not great. A rogue. Yeah, sorry, I just watched John Wick.
Oh man.
I've got
So good,
assassins
isn't
on
it?
the
Just
brain of John Wick
for
2.
future reference, Lash, on that missed attack, you could have used the inspiration to.
I was thinking about it, but I
Okay.
was like, if I need to save my butt.
I think she can't say that after Brad has already
Yeah,
told her
after
it's a
the-
miss.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah.
If I say
yeah, I
it's
thought
missed, you
about
kinda
using
know.
it, but I think I'm gonna save it.
I always forget about inspirations and stuff.
yeah, same.
Yeah. Also, I guess.
Better fucking not forget in my party, motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I definitely didn't forget about it.
I'm a benevolent DM though. Sometimes I'll allow it, especially if you're
Sometimes.
Sometimes
If
Sometimes
you're-
you're benevolent,
Sometimes.
sometimes you're whack Steven.
your character die in
Yeah.
one shot.
Well, that's your fault. You retired. Balgura!
Please, miss.
Where is he? There he is. Balgura. Balgura.
Don't hit me, I'm beautiful.
Time to get one tapped.
Balgura puts a hand on Raja's head. Just before he does anything, suddenly, Raja, you are engulfed in flame. Your entire body, including all of your blood cells, your eyes, your hair, your clothes, are on fire. Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Brad, be nice. I don't want 2 bards in the channel.
18!
Ooh.
This isn't real fire. This motherfucker's fucking with you.
Just
He like engulfs you in fire and like rains this fire down on you, and there's a moment where you're like, oh my god, this is actually burning me. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is over. This is the end. And you take a moment to gather your thoughts and think about like maybe you've read about some weird demonic things that like people can do, or you knew about this spell, Phantasmal Force, which allows people to convince you that you're on fire and things. And even though you can still see the fire as you begin to convince yourself it's not real, it doesn't feel real, and therefore you're like, this isn't real, so whatever, and it begins to disperse and go away from you. The Balgora looks at you. What languages do you speak?
Infernal, Druidic, Common, Elvish, and then like a smattering of Abyssal.
You get a smattering of what it's trying to say to you. Telepathically in your mind, it says like, die by burning. And he's kind of like laughing at you and looking at you. and then it notices that you just don't seem to be phased at all.
I'm gonna look back at it and say, "Nice try."
In Abyssal or in common?
Yes. In Abyssal, let's see. I'm gonna try and say nice try in Abyssal. what do I have to roll? What do I have to roll?
I guess
I forgot. My slash key is my cat cam, right? And I have my cat cam as my D&D cam on Wednesdays.
So,
what would I have to roll to try and interpret back into?
I guess roll me
Abyssal?
just an int.
Just roll intelligence.
Like one of those, it like comes out like one of those Japanese shirts that are sold to tourists. Where I love anal. Like.
Like big bum spaghetti man. No, you successfully like say back whatever it was that you said. I've forgotten. Sorry.
After
nice
it says
try.
die by burning, I'm just gonna look back at it and say nice try.
Yeah, and its face like visibly changes. It kind of gets like a dumb kind of like gorilla look, orangutan look. Oh, this does not work. Over its face, and then becomes very confused. And it kind of looks around to each of you, and then just. Carl, your turn. I see you, Connor Cronus. Oh, you were there. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I know. I was trying to. Yeah, he's gonna go for another shot.
That's a hit. 5 piercing damage. A shot rings out, and all those things kind of looking down at Raja with like a dumbfounded face. Suddenly, its shoulder just explodes in like hair, orange hair, and you laughing because he has orange hair.
No, it just reminds me of like a Lindsay Lohan experience. She just wakes up and her hair is just exploding everywhere.
It's
just
exploding
this cocaine everywhere. It's great.
Yeah, it's like when Trump gets off of a plane, you know. A spattering of blood launches behind it, and it shouts, "Make the abyssal plane great again."
You made me do it. God damn it.
No, it doesn't. It just screams out loud at you, damn liberals.
Oh my fucking god!
Wait, did you mean to say liberals or affiliates?
Affiliates, yeah. So yeah, I forgot.
Same thing.
Oh, actually, I forgot, Carlias. You actually have disadvantage on all attacks until you get full partner. No, I'm kidding. You want to do anything else?
This is so against my character.
So
My alignment's
That's
changing.
not canon, Brad.
No, it's not canon. That's not canon.
Hey man, he made me piss myself for 20 episodes straight. So, all right, anything is canon for Brad.
That was because of a book in the game, not something out of the game.
Actually,
It was because I taunted him out of the game.
It was because he taunted me out of the game.
Because I said I'm gonna pick this book up, and I just want you to have to go through your notes and fucking find something.
Yeah, he was like, I want you to make up another book because I know you haven't written more than 3 or 4 books on this shelf. And I was like, fine, you pick up a demon book that curses you for bullshit and bullshit reasons. No, Connor doesn't really get one of those. Connor, you can have an inspiration point because because I hate Jay, and it's gonna make him so salty he's not gonna be able to sleep tonight, and B, because everyone's shitting on you all night, and I feel bad. I feel bad somewhere deep down in my Balruga heart. You want to do anything else on your turn?
Not this turn.
This is how you abuse your friendships, DMs, upcoming DMs. Use inspiration points outside of the game to emotionally blackmail your friends into doing stuff for you. It works, trust me. Raja, what do you want to do?
I am going to once again take a chop at this thing.
Ouch. Yeah.
Fuck off, man. Just
This
fuck
is
off.
what I do.
Is this what your life is like?
I think this is what it's like to be
only
Excalibur.
only when I'm playing video games.
Yeah, have you not seen him stream? This is what it's like.
As soon as he turns his stream off, he like falls over into like a puddle of shit, and then like, like it starts
My life-
raining in his house, a tap explodes.
My life is nothing but a long sequence of nat ones until I'm in a video game, and then it's just
Until you
scripts.
press stream,
Yeah.
and then it's like, yeah, to the outside world, your life is great, but really, it's just awful. That's his actual where he's living. That's not a green screen.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Okay.
No,
Sorry,
I fly
like
out
that,
to Saudi Arabia before every stream, so to have this authentic background.
It's like the graveyard in India. The one where there's like.
I just call my
million-
sources up.
Oh my god.
You shove this Tolwar like deep into this thing's side, and you see like a lot of the blade go into this creature, and it's pushed back. It tries to grip at the Tolwar as you like pull the thing out, and a bunch of blood gushes down, enough that it runs down the Tolwar and splashes over your hands. The creature, clearly visibly in pain, grips its side where you've done this pretty big hit. But continues to stand. It tries to bolster itself. Looks around at each of you, a little confused as to what's going on, but in a way enjoying the thrill of battle with these mortal creatures.
As I'm yanking the Tolwar out of him, I'm going to use the other hand to once again bonus action try to ensnare this thing again.
Sure. Let me give you a strength roll. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh!
There we go.
The thing is so epically, desperately trying to concentrate on getting this sword Tolwar out of it that it doesn't even notice the vines vice-like grip as you pin this thing to the ground. What does it do? Does it just mean it restricts its movement, or does it?
It's restrained.
Completely restrained. Cool. Anything else? Invisible?
No, that'll do it. It's I believe it's restrained, and it can make a strength saving throw at the end of each turn to try and break the restraint.
All right, nice. Strings. It is your turn. You have advantage because it's restrained to hit it.
Going
Attack
to cast. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna bring the spear down as if I was going to attack, but drop it down at the ground and cast Thunder Wave, and have the thunder just kind of like strike it from above. So has to make. I'm gonna cast it at second level. Has to make a con save.
Wait, you're casting Thunder Wave.
I'm casting Thunder Wave.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought
Just has
you
to
were.
make a con save.
I thought you were Arden. I was like, okay, bye, Raja.
I mean, who doesn't want to be Arden?
Sorry, yeah, okay. So strength.
Yeah, and the cube. I'm gonna make the cube like back here.
No, the Thunder Wave comes from you, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't hit anyone.
No, it's in a point that you choose, isn't it?
No.
From you, I think.
From you. Oh, from you must make a 15. Oh, never mind. My bad.
You're good though.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
fine anyway. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. 15. What does it have to be?
12.
12.
So it takes 8 damage instead.
8 damage as suddenly this boom, this sonic boom, launches out from the area where Strings is. Is Thunderwave the one that does a ridiculous boom? Yeah, it is. 300
Yeah.
feet of damage,
Yeah.
but to your ears. So everyone in the room, for a moment, it's like a bomb goes off. There's like a as your ears pop, and then as the like, you know, when like a bomb goes off in a movie,
Yeah.
it just silences out for a moment, and then your ears return to you, and there's just a terrible screaming sound from this enormous Balgura, whose name is Donnie now.
Donnie the Balgura.
Donnie the Balgura. Donnie. I'm gonna change it to Donnie.
I'm gonna look over at Raja and go. If you're planning on entering a stair climbing competition, you better step up your game and inspire him.
Right.
Go on, friend. Got this.
In a weird way, you're so disgusted and disheartened that it makes you, because he's so lame, it makes you feel stronger. That's it? You get the end of your turn?
That's it. Yeah, that's the whole turn. Yeah.
Cool. Donnie looks visibly weakened by the puns as well. Arden, what do you want to do? That might be a better way of playing it, really, is that even though they get the inspiration, it's actually the creature that is so disheartened
Yeah, just so disheartened.
by the puns. There we go.
I think I'm starting to foster a bit of a grudge, a competition against this new bard. I don't like this. He's taking some of my shine away.
Kill him.
but if
Kill him
we-
like
if we
Carlias does.
Then we're Bauden.
Hey! How messed up is Donnie looking right now? Can I tell?
Give me a nature or an investigation check.
Please let him survive to my next turn.
Wow, I am very good at all of this.
This thing will never die.
All right, I'm gonna give Strings a dirty look, and look at Lash, and look at her and say, "I will inspire you too, guiding bolt." And I'm gonna throw it at Donnie.
Cool.
Wait.
And
Oh,
say,
yeah, never mind.
And I look back at Lash and I say, "Your next hit will be inspired."
Hey.
Yes, because I gave her inspiration.
Oh dear.
I'm just gonna stare at you really, really unhappily.
Such healthy competition. That's a hit. On the guiding bolt. Please do
Yeah.
damage.
That is, I believe, just how it is. It just automatically hits, and that's the damage.
You got to roll the damage.
No, that's the attack roll. Guiding bolt's still an
Get it.
attack roll.
If you click on the guiding
Oh.
bolt thing, it'll roll your damage.
19 radiant damage. Does this hurt a thing?
Dang, son.
Jesus Christ.
It hurts him a lot. Donnie is like
That's a level 1
is
spell.
looking up as this guiding bolt like strikes along with the axe, and it it burns his eyes a lot. And
6,
Donnie
6, 3, 4.
is
4d6 on a level 1 spell?
Yeah, bullshit, man. It also gives advantage to the next hit.
he
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I don't understand
Sorry,
how that's
Brad.
balanced.
Sorry. We're all just like, oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. I mean, Fairlight does 50 damage a turn just because he can, but this is pretty impressive.
I do a maximum of 14 on a
Uh-huh.
perfect roll.
Yeah.
That's the Fairlight Excalibur bonus
Yeah.
that he gets.
Automatic
As a
crits.
mechanic.
I do a
17
maximum
to
of
20.
14, but I always roll the maximum.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're good. So, yeah, you just mess this thing up. It just burns him. You see this light kind of like it fucks him up, like his skin burns, and you smell the flesh of this demonic creature's horrible abyssal body fill the room. It's a pungent and disgusting smell, but he is just about still standing alive. Lash, your turn.
I draw my short bow and I'm gonna aim for his nostrils.
Do it. You have advantage. That's an 18, and you hit.
Okay, and I will throw extra damage on this. So,
Yes.
1d6.
Yeah.
I think it's 2d6, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Do I have another?
Oh, you're doing
Well,
the.
what did-
Yeah. You get 1d6 extra damage, but because you get sneak attack
It's-
when you hit,
Yeah.
when you have other people in your team next to the thing, it's vaguely distracted, so you get the sneak attack bonus. So roll an extra 2d6. I think I
Shit.
might have added it to a sheet. Actually, there's a thing. Is there a thing that says sneak attack?
There is a thing that says sneak
Yeah,
attack.
you
I
can
could have
just
just
roll
clicked
that,
that. Thank
yeah.
you.
That's nice.
So you do a grand total of 18 damage. How would you like to kill Donnie?
I'd like to. Okay, so I'm gonna
Right.
roll up there and pull my my rapier out and stick it up through his nostril into his brain.
Nice.
Die! I have to
Uh,
leap to do it.
Sure. Yeah. You run over, like you fire an arrow, hits him. You run over with the rapier and just like jump on it, stab it up into his nose. His eyes roll up into the back of his head, and he falls back with a like a large. There's a moment before his body begins to bubble, and then he begins to sink into the ground with this horrible smell filling the room as it just melts back into the abyssal plane. There's a sound of footsteps coming from the stairs as you hear Fexus running up You can hear the jangling of glass as he's running up, and you see him run to the top of the stairs. He has like a string around his neck, and then all these different empty jars and vials on his body. When he gets to the top of the stairs, he throws a jar over at Raja. Give me a sleight of hand or a dex saving throw, whichever one you want. Boom! You catch it. You catch the glass, and he says, "Quickly, grab some of that ooze, quick!"
I'll scoop it up, but I'm not gonna like use my hand to scoop it. I'm gonna just the jar, like scoop it up so I don't get it on my hands.
Nice.
Can I walk over to Strings, and I'm gonna just kind of.
So, did I inspire some confidence in you? Look.
I was point to the monster, Donnie.
Well, no, you inspired the rogue, just as I did.
So I did inspire them.
You're admitting it. You're admitting I'm better.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night.
It will. And I'm gonna walk off with my chest puffed out.
You're welcome, Lash.
Thank
She's
you.
gonna look at Raja like, okay.
Thank you both.
You get used to it.
Well, Fexus, where's the money?
Fexus says, "Well, you all look like you've not even got a scratch on you."
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, what did I summon then? I thought I screwed it up and I summoned a Bargula, but what was it, like a little quasit? Because I don't need that. And he points.
It was another Balgura.
It was a Balgura.
Ah, yeah, sure it was. And you saw Titan as well, did you there? Ah, yeah, whatever.
Can I recall what the thing said to me in Abyssal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quote word for word what the thing said to me to Fexus. It said something along the lines of, and then speaking in that, yeah, that weird.
Yeah, like,
Hey, all right. Perhaps you lot did fight a Bargura then. So, wait a minute. I think you lot might just stand a chance against Princess Leothraxis there. Come on then, let's go get you a reward. Heads down the stairs. Following him?
Yeah, I'll just go with him.
Yeah.
And hand him his jar of Balgura fluid.
Oh yes, he seals it
Is
up.
there anything else around the Balgura that we can loot?
Nope, all of the summoning things disappear. The red columns dissipate as well. You head down.
Cool.
Head
Let's be
downstairs.
good down.
And that's where we're gonna go to our next break. Down on another floor, next to a train, is the body of Kenneth Pett. And though the body remains dead, we see a translucent version of Kenneth stand up from the body, look down at his dead form, look at his hands, look around where he is, and then wander off and head down the stairs. Kenneth Pep, the NPC. We'll see you guys after the break.